Have your knees as wide as the mat. Now, before you bring your chest onto the mat, just have your knees, so your knees wide as the mat. See if you can sit on your heels. Bring your hands on the mat out in front of you. And as you slide your hands or your arms away from your body, you start to slowly lower your chest onto the mat. And if possible, you lower your forehead down, your forearms down, and you start to breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Now you lift your forehead, lift your arms off the mat, but still lift your hands onto the mat. You start to lift your hips. Now I want you to bring your hips forward, so bring it all the way forward. Now bring your hips back as you sit back on your heels. Lower your forehead. You lift your forehead. So we're just opening up our hips. So keep your knees wide. Bring your hips forward, yes. Now bring it back. Sit on your heels, forehead down. You lift. Take it forward. Look up this time. Now bring it back. Try and have your toes touching if possible. Forehead down. Now this time you lift. Just stop right in the center. Walk your right knee in and your left knee in. So your knees are hip width apart. Take your right leg back, left arm forward. Lower your left hand down. Opposite side, right arm forward, left leg back. And lower. Right leg back, left arm forward. Now take your left arm wide, take your right leg wide, and lower. Take that left arm underneath your right arm. You're going to lower that left ear all the way down onto the mat. Take your right arm up to the sky. Wrap your right arm round your back, round your waist. See if you can bring that right hand into your left thigh. Now release your right arm up to the sky. You lower your right hand down. Left ear off the mat as you lower your left hand down. Now bring that right knee in. You're going to step your right foot in between your hands. Now walk your hips back, walk your hands back, and you sit on your left heel. Flex your right foot. Forward fold and take hold of your right foot. Bring your chin to chest. Now release your hands either side of your right foot. You lift your hips. Bring up both hands top of the mat. Take that right leg back again. And lower your right knee down. Brilliant. Swap sides. Right arm forward. Left leg back. Take your right arm wide. Left leg wide. And lower. Take that right arm underneath your left arm. So your right ear is parallel with the mat. And then you lower your right ear down. Left arm up and wrap it around your back, round your waist. This time bring your left hand into your right thigh. And breathe. Release your left arm up. Lower your left hand down. Right ear off the mat as you lower your right hand down. You bring your left knee in. Now keep that left knee lifted so you don't push it down. And then you place your left foot in between your hands. You walk your hips back and hands back. You sit on your right heel this time, flex your left foot. Forward fold as you take hold of your left foot, chin to chin. Now release your hands either side of your left foot. You lift your hips. Walk your hands on top of the mat. Take your left leg back and lower. Brilliant. Your hands and knees. Let's do a quick cat cow. So inhale, round your back as you bring your chin to chest. Exhale, arch, and you look up. Inhale, round. Exhale, arch. Inhale, round. Exhale, arch. Bring it back to neutral spine, tuck your toes. Take your hips up to downward dog. And hold. For 3, 2, 1. Have a slight bend in your knees and walk your feet forward to your hands. Keep your heels lifted, rest your chest and your thighs. Bring your right hand down behind that right heel, and then you lower your right heel onto the mat. You're sitting on you're standing on your fingers. Take your left hand behind your left heel, and you lower your left heel down. Lower your chin to chest and hold. For 3, 2, 1. Lift your right heel, place your right hand onto the mat, lower your right heel down. You lift your left heel, lower your left heel down, left hand onto the mat. Now straighten your legs, you bring your hands onto your shin as you look up. Brilliant. Flat belly your knees, hands on your back. Take your arms all the way up to the sky. Interlace your fingers at the top. Lift your heels. Lower your heels. Lower your arms. Brilliant. That's a warm up done. Let's flow. Flow into our warrior poses. Have your feet hip width apart. Take your arms wide all the way up. Slight bend your knees as you forward fold, hands on the mat. Hands on your shin as you look up. Shoulders back, flat. Slight bend your knees, bring your hands on the mat, walk back to downward dog. You lower to plank. For this first one, lower your knees, bend your elbows, lower your chest all the way down. Tap your chin on the mat. You lift your chest, come up for upward dog. Knees on the mat or off. Tuck your toes, back up to downward dog. Look forward, you step or jump forward to your hands. Hands on your shin, look up, shoulders back. Brilliant, hands on the mat. Take your arms wide all the way up. Down by your side. Brilliant, let's add in our warrior poses. Arms up. Forward fold. Hands on your shin, look up. Shoulders back. Brilliant. Hands on the mat. You step and you jump back to downward dog. You lower to plank. This time, try and see if you can lower your chest and hover. Look forward. And then you lift for upward dog. Shoulders back. Tuck your toes back up to downward dog. Now take your right leg up to the sky. Bring your eyelids in between your hands. I want you to bring that right knee forward. Then you're going to lower your right foot onto the mat as close to your hands as possible. You take your arms up. Brilliant. Chest forward. Take your arms behind your back. See if you can lift your left leg up behind you. We're in warrior 3. Lift that left leg up behind you. So warrior 3. Slight bend in your right knee. Take that left leg back. Open up to warrior 2. Straighten your right leg. Lower your right hand down. Left arm up. We're in triangle. Make sure that left palm is facing away from your body. Hold. Breathe 3 breaths for everything. For 3, 2, 1. Back up to warrior 2. Now let's reverse it as you lean back. You look up to that right palm. 3, 2, 1, back to warrior 2. Bring that left arm forward, lift your back heel, hands to prayer. Bring your hands to your chest, twist, left elbow over your right knee, hold. 3, 2, 1. Come to center, lower your hands on the mat. You take that right leg back up to the sky, just as we started, hold. 3, 2, 1. Lower your right foot, left side, left leg up. Look forward, left knee forward. Lower your left foot down. Take your arms up and hold. Make sure that left knee wants to come in. You want to push that left knee out. 3, 2, 1. Take your arms forward. Lift your right leg up behind you, arms behind you. We're in warrior 3. Take that right leg back as you open up to warrior 2. Straighten your left leg, we're in triangle, 3 breaths. Back up to warrior 2. Let's reverse it as you look up to your left palm. 3, 2, 1. Back to warrior 2. Bring your right arm forward, you lift your back heel, hands to prayer. Hands to your chest. Right elbow over your left knee, twist. Come to center, lower your hands either side of your left foot. Take that left leg back up to the sky. Lower your left foot. Hold. 3, bring downward dog. 2, 1, lower to plank. Let's hold 3 breaths. 3, make sure there's no dip into that back. Lift your hips. 3, 2, 1, lower your knees or your chest. Upward dog. Downward dog. Right leg up to the sky. Let's go straight to the next set. Right knee forward. Lower your right foot. Take your arms up. Arms out in front. Left leg up behind you, warrior 3, arms behind you. See if you can lower your chest a bit further. Start bending your right knee as you take your left leg back. And bring that left arm forward as you open up to warrior 2. Right arm back. Right arm forward, sorry, left arm back. Stretching your right leg, we're in triangle. Back up to warrior 2. Let's reverse it. Back to warrior 2. Left arm forward. You lift your left heel. Hands to prayer. Hands to your chest. Left elbow over your right knee. Now, to make it a bit harder, see if you can lower your left hand down outside of your right foot. Right arm up to the sky, palm facing away from your body. Look to your right foot, lower your hands down either side of your right foot. Take your right leg up to the sky. Lower your right leg. Left side, left leg up. Left knee forward. Lower your left foot down. Brilliant, arms up. Arms out in front of you, lift your right leg up behind you. Both arms behind you. Lower your chest. Right leg back. This time you swing your right arm forward and back. Left arm forward. So you're in warrior 2. Stretch your left leg. We're in triangle. Back up to warrior 2. Reverse the warrior. Back to warrior 2. Right arm forward, you lift your back heel, hands to prayer. Hands to your chest. Right elbow over your left knee. Lower your right hand down, left arm up. So that right hand should be outside of your left foot this time. Look to your left foot, hands either side of your left foot. Take your left foot up to the sky. Lower your left foot, you're backing down. Lower to plank. Lower your knees to your chest. Upward dog. Downward dog. Eye gaze top of the mat. Flat bend your knees, I want you to walk or jump halfway up your mat, but have your feet as wide as your mat. And slowly come up. Toes facing forward. Brilliant. Arms up. Interlace at the top. Now I want you to, your feet are wide as your mat. I want you to take your toes out. So your heels are in, toes out. Flat bend your knees. Same on the left side. So heels in, toes out. Start with straightening your legs. Now you're going to bend your knees so your knees are wide. Take your arms out wide, palms facing up. And lift. Let's do some in the thigh stretch. Hands to prayer at the top. Now lower. And lift. You lower. And you lift. This time bring your hands to prayer as you lower, you bend, bring those hands to your chest. And then you straighten. You lower. The hand, thumbs in your breastbone. Each time see if you can take it a little bit lower. Arms up. Lower. Yes. And lift. Let's do two more like this. Lower. And lift. This time we're going to stay down, so lower and hold for 3, 2, 1. Now lift your right heel and lower. Left heel and lower. Right and left. Now straighten. Interlace your fingers. Walk your toes in. Your feet are facing forward. Bring your heels in. Toes, so your feet now should be hip width apart. Let's go straight into balance. Take hold of your right shin, so that right knee to your chest. Hold. Take that right knee wide, left arm wide. Take hold of the right ankle, you take it behind you. Left arm out in front, we're in dancer's pose. Release your right leg, we're in warrior 3. Both arms behind you. You start to lower your chest. See if you can bring your hands onto the mat. Keep that right leg lifted. Eye gaze to your left knee. Point your right shoulder behind you. Now bring your right knee forward. And lower your right foot down. And slowly come back up. Head should be the last to come up. Take your arms up. Interlace fingers at the top. And you take hold of your left shin. Press your shoulders down. Take it wide. So right arm wide, left knee wide. Take hold of your left ankle, you take it behind you. It's nice and slow. Right arm out in front. No rush, palm facing in. Release your left leg. Both arms behind you. We're in warrior 3. Start to lower your chest. Slowly bring your hands onto the mat. Point your left toes behind you. Eye gaze to your right knee. Bring your left knee forward. And lower your left foot down. And slowly come up. We'll do another set. Take your arms up. Interlace at the top. Take hold of your right shin. Take it wide. Take it behind you. Left arm out in front. Release your right leg, arms behind you. Slowly lower your chest. Lower your hands onto the mat. Eye gaze to your left knee. Point your right toes. Bring your right knee in. You lower your right foot down. And slowly come up. Arms up to the sky. Interlace your fingers. You take hold of your left shin. Take your left knee wide, right arm wide. Take hold of your left ankle. Right arm out to free. Release your left leg, both arms behind you. You lower your chest. Lower your hands. Eye gaze to your right knee, point your left toes behind you. Now bring your left knee in, lower your left foot. Bring the palms of your hands on the mat. Walk your feet back to downward dog. Lower to plank. Lower your knees and your chest. Upward dog, shoulders back. Look up. Downward dog. Look forward. You step or jump forward to your hands. And take a seat. Walk your hands back, lift your hips. Swing your hips back, keep it lifted. And then lower. Keep your hands either side of your hips. Flex your feet, shoulders back, so your chest forward. Like you're pushing that floor away. Eye gaze to your toes, engage your core. 3, 2, 1. Now walk your hands further back to make space for your hips. You lift your hips for reverse plank. You look up or you look back. And hold, point your toes. For 3, 2, 1. Look forward. Lower your hips. Flex your feet. Forward fold, take hold of your big toes. Eye gaze to your knees. Chin to chest. Release your toes. Cross your ankles. Hands over the mat as you lift your hips. Up to downward dog. Lower to plank. Lower your knees to your chest. Upward dog. Downward dog. Look forward, step and jump forward to your hands. Take a seat. Hands back, you lift your hips. Swing your hips back and lower. Bring your right knee to your chest. Take hold of that right ankle as you bring that right heel to your right glute. So your right knee should be close to your left knee. So your left leg is straight, your right knee is bent. If there's any problem that hurts in your knee, you can bring your right foot into your left thigh. Forward fold, take hold of your left foot, fold. 3, 2, 1. Release. Cross your ankles. We're going to do a few of these. Hands over the mat. Up to downward dog. Lower to plank. Lower your knees on your chest, look forward. Upward dog, shoulders back. Downward. Look forward, step or jump forward to your hands. And take a seat. Brilliant. Hands behind you, lift your hips. Swing the hips back, keep it lifted, and then lower. Left knee to your chest. Take hold of your left ankle from left heel to left glute. Left knee close to your right leg. Flex your right foot. Take hold of your right foot as you forward fold. Now release. Cross your ankles. Hands over the mat. Back up to downward dog. Lower to plank. Lower your knees on your chest. Up. Downward dog. Look forward, step and jump forward to your hands. So do a little bit of the Ashtanga flow. Hands back, lift your hips, bring it back and lower. So just by doing that, we are strengthening your shoulders, right into your chest. Lower that right knee, that right foot should be inside your left thigh. Now just lift your hips as you bring that right knee a bit further back. So you can open up your right hip. Chest towards your left leg as you take forward with your left foot. Forward, forward. Release. Cross your ankles. Hands on the mat as you lift your hips. Back up to downward dog. Lower to plank. Lower your knees in your chest. Upward dog, brilliant. Downward dog. Step or jump forward to your knees. Take a seat. Hands behind you as you lift your hips. Bring it back and lower. Left knee to your chest. Left knee down, left foot into your right thigh. Bring that left knee further back, flex your right foot. Chest towards your right thigh. Take hold of your right foot. And release. Cross your ankles. This time, bring your hands out in front of you. Uncross your ankles and have your toes as wide as the mat. You're coming to that low squat. You walk your hands back to your knees. You lift your knees, have your heels in, toes out. Shoulders inside your knees, hands to prayer. Keep your chest lifted, hold. You can rock forward and back. You're using your arms to pry your knees wider. For 3, 2, 1. Let's go for 3 more. Lower your hips. Cross your ankles. Hands on the mat. Up and down dog. Lower to plank. Lower your knees in your chest. Brilliant. Upward dog. Downward dog. Step and jump forward to your hands. Take a seat. Hands back, lift your hips. Hips back and lower. Brilliant. Right into your chest. This time bring your right knee, right elbow inside. Now, option. You either take hold of that left foot or see if you can rotate that right arm around so your palms facing away from your body and you wrap that right knee round, right arm around your right shin. Then you take your left arm back and see if you can take that bind. So that's the option. Or if not, you take hold of your left foot. So you choose. And then you forward fold. Forehead towards your right, your left knee. So for 3, try and keep that left foot flexed. 2, 1, release. Cross your ankles. Hands up the mat. Back up to downward. Lower to back. Lower your knees in your chest. Upward dog. Downward dog. Look forward, step and jump forward to your hands. Take a seat. Brilliant. Hands behind you. Lift your hips, swing it back. And lower. Left knee to your chest. Left arm inside, now you choose your option. And when you bring that left arm inside, you really bring your chest forward to give you more space to wrap your left arm around. Right arm around, excuse me, and take that bind. Forward, forward. Release the bind. Cross your ankles. Hands on the mat. Running down the dog. Lower to plank. Lower your knees in your chest. Upward dog. Downward dog. Look forward, step and jump forward. And take a seat. Now we do boat pose. You take your arms out in front of your palms facing. You lift your feet off the mat. You can have your knees bent or you straight and point your toes. So knees bent or straighten, hold. 3, 2, 1. Cross your ankles, hands on your shin. Keep your feet lifted and look up. 3, 2, 1. Look forward, uncross your ankles. Either knees bent or straight. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Cross your ankles. Hands on your shin, look up. 3, 2, 1. Look forward, uncross, straighten. One more. 3, 2, 1. Now bring your forearms down either side of your body. Legs up to the sky, point your toes. You lower your right leg. Take that right leg wide. You bring it in and up. Left leg. Wide. In and up. Both legs just hover and lift. Right leg, one more. Wide. Bring it in and lift. Left leg. Wide. In and up. Both legs. Lower both legs down as you lift your chest. Flex your feet. Forward fold, hands to your toes. Release your toes, lift your chest. Cross your ankles. Let's do another squat, hands over the mat. Uncross your ankles, toes as wide as your mat. Walk your hands back and lift your knees. Your heels in, toes out. Hands to prayer. 3, 2, 1. Let's hold for 3 more. Rocking forward and back. 3, 2. You lower your hips. Keep your arms where they are. Just walk your feet in so your feet, soles of your feet are together. Your elbows are still inside your legs. Keeping your knees wider. Inner thighs stretch. Open up our hips. Interlace your fingers and bring your hands onto your toes. Start off with a straight back. And then you start to bend your elbows. Your elbows are inside your inner thigh. And you round your back. Chin to chest and hold. For 3, 2, 1. Let's hold for 3 more. Straighten your arms. Release your right hand and use your right hand to press your right knee down. Take hold of your left big toe. You're going to start to take that left leg wide. Still holding on to your left big toe. You slide your right foot in closer to your groin. So in that sort of side leg, hip opener. And you take your right arm over your head. Does you feel that stretch on the right side of your body? Eye gaze underneath your right armpit. For 3, 2, 1. Now rotate your chest towards your left leg. And see if you can bring both hands onto your left foot. Eye gaze to your left knee. Slowly release. As you come up, and we just swap sides. So you bring your left foot in, your left knee down. You take hold of your right big toe. You slide your right leg away. Your left foot is in your groin. And you take your left arm over your head. And you look underneath your left armpit this time. Bring your eye gaze towards your right foot. As you bring both hands down to your chest, it's facing your right leg. So your right hand is on your toes and your left hand is on top of your right hand. Forehead towards your left knee. For 3, 2, 1. Slowly lift. Release your foot. Cross your ankles. Hands on the mat. Bring down the dog. Lower to plank. Lower your knees on your chest. Upward dog. Downward dog. Look forward, step or jump forward to your hands. Take a seat. If your knees up to your chest, take your arms inside your knees and take hold of your big toes. Now option, you can try and do both at the same time when you lift one leg and the other, you choose. You can have your knees bent or you have your legs out wide. Good, and look up. For 3, 2, 1. Now bring your legs together. Slowly look forward. Lower your feet onto the mat. Now I want us to try some inversion. I don't know if you should have done this before. So we start off doing plow, and then we do shoulder stand. We take our legs up to the sky. So you might want to watch me first, or if you know what you're doing, you just carry on. So you bring it back onto the mat. And we start by taking your legs over your head. And then you bring your hands onto your lower back. So you bring your legs over your head, hands onto your lower back. So that's your plow pose. You have your elbows in, chin to chest. So that's the first one. And we stay here for 3, 2, 1. The next step is to take your legs up to the sky for your full shoulder stand. If possible, you point your toes. For 3, 2, 1. Now take your legs back over your head. Take your legs back up to the sky and let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs over your head again. For 3, 2, 1. Legs back up to the sky. Last one. We're gonna hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Over your head. Last time. Now release your arms onto the mat. And you slowly lower your hips. Legs onto the mat. Use your elbows to bring the top of your head on the mat. So this is the counter pose, fish pose. And hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower your head. You bend your knees, you bring your feet onto the mat. You lift your hips, interlace your fingers underneath your hips. You lower your hips onto your hands and then you lift. So this is half bridge, lower. And lift. Lower. And lift. One more time, lower. And lift. Now release your hands, you lower your hips. Bring your right knee to your chest. Interlace your hand onto your right shin. Lift your head as you bring your chin to chest. You just stretch out your left leg and you hover. Point your left toes, both toes pointed. So you bring your left knee to your chest. Stretch out your right leg. So right, left, right. More core work, left, right, left. Few more, right, left, right. Lower your head. Lower that left knee. I want you to take that right arm inside of your right. Take hold of your right big toes and take it inside your right knee. Take your right leg up to the sky. Take your right leg wide. And if possible, look over your left shoulder. But use your left hand to press your left hip down. So I don't want you to roll your hips all the way down. Bring your head back to the center. Bring your right leg up to the sky. I'm going to swap sides. You bring your left knee to your chest as you stretch your right leg out. Left arm inside your left knee as you take hold of your left big toe. Lower your right leg down. Bring your right hand onto your right thigh as you straighten your left leg up this time. Take your left leg wide and look over your right shoulder. Bring your head back to center. Bring your left leg up to the sky. Now bring your right leg up to the sky. You take hold of your right big toe. And now you take both legs wide. And hold. 3, 2, 1. Let's hold for 3 more. Do a lot of core work today, inner thigh stretch. For 3, 2, 1. And hold for 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Now release your big toes. You're going to bend your knees. Bring your knees to the center. Now you have the option, you take your arms inside your knees or outside. You flex your feet. Then you bring your hands outside your feet. Soles of your feet face in the sky. This is what we call baby pose. And you just rock side to side to stretch out your back. You can do it either inside your legs or outside. Then you roll side to side. For 3, massage your back. 2, 1. Now release your feet. Now bring the soles of your feet together. Slide your hands onto your knees, onto your thigh, as you lower your feet onto the mat, keeping your soles of your feet together. Elbows on the mat. Now take your arms over your head and take hold of your opposite elbows and hold. Try and press the soles of your feet together, keeping your knees wide. Now bring your knees together. Knees onto your chest. Bring those arms around your shins. Still holding onto your opposite elbows if possible. Clear into a tight ball. You lift your head and you bring your forehead towards your knees. And you lower it. And hold. Release your arms, release your elbows, hands on your shin. Lower your feet onto the mat. You slide your legs away. Bring your arms either side of the body, palms facing them. Just close your eyes and just stay for a few breaths. Bring your hands onto your lower belly. One hand on top of the other. And as you breathe in and breathe out, you should feel the rise and fall of your lower belly. Breathe in and breathe. Release your arms either side of your body. Bring your right knee to your chest and your left knee to your chest. Hands on your shin as you roll to the right side. Bring your right ear down and just bring that right shoulder back to make space for your right ear. You take that left arm over your hip. You bend your left elbow. And you're going to bring your back onto the mat as you take your left arm behind you. So you look towards your left arm. Bring your eye gaze to center. You bring your left arm in. You roll onto your back as you bring your knees to your chest. So we just roll the other way. So you roll to your left side, so your left ear is down. Again, bring that left shoulder back to make space for your left ear. And stretch your right arm over. And then you bend that right elbow. Bring it back onto the mat. As you stretch your right arm away, you look towards your right knee. Bring your head back to center. Take your right arm up. Bring your right hand down, which you use that right hand to push yourself up to sitting. So come to a sitting position with your legs out in front of you to start off with. Cross your right leg over your left. Walk your hands forward, chest forward. As you bring your hands onto your toes, and you forward. Forehead towards that right knee. Slightly lift your chest. Keeping that forward fold position, you just uncross your legs, and now you cross your left over your right. So now your forehead towards your left knee. Lift your chest. Release your toes. Bend your knees. Cross your ankles. Now you're in a seated twisted pose. Back of your hands on your knees, palms facing them. Bring your chin to chest. Now wait to try this. So you're going to release that left foot. Bring both hands underneath your left shin. Now I want you to see if you can place that left foot onto your right thigh. palms facing them and hold. For 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to swap sides. So you bring that right foot down. Now you're going to take both hands underneath your, sorry, it's right foot and left foot, but swap sides. Now it's my right, might be your left. Yeah, I think I did the other way around, that's fine. And then this time you bring your right foot onto your left side, or if it's the opposite side, your left foot onto your right. And notice the difference. One side will feel tighter than the other. Back of your hands down, palm facing, chin to chest. Now, obviously, if that's too difficult, you can place that right foot in front of your left shin, or your left shin in front of your right. And hold. Take both arms out. I want you to rotate your chest and bring your left hand out in front of you. Bring the right hand behind you as you twist and look over your right shoulder. It's like you're using your right arm like a wall, but don't lean back. Twist. 3, 2, 1. Now release and look forward. Take both arms out. This time lower your right arm out to front. Left arm behind you. So you lower that left hand down as you look over your left shoulder. Release. Bring your left arm up. Right arm up. Take your arms wide. Now bring both arms behind you and take hold of your opposite elbows. And start to bring your chest forward. Now remember, if this is too difficult, you can always bring that right foot in front of your left shin, or you cross your ankles. You choose. Chest forward. I want to release your arm, keep your chest forward, and bring your forearms out in front of you. You lower your forearms down. Hold. Deepen the stretch. Slowly lift your chest. You walk your hands back. Take your arms up. Lower your right arm down and take your left arm over. Left arm up, left arm down, right arm over. Right arm to the sky, left arm to the sky. Palms together. Look up to your hands. Head slightly tilted back as you lower your thumbs to your forehead. Look left on your thumbs. And as you slowly start to look forward, you slide your thumbs to your lips. Glad you are. Slide onto your breastbone, take a bow. You rest your chin on your fingers, your elbows on your thighs. You take a bow. Glad you are. May the light me on. The light in you. Namaste.